Okay, so before I talk about the characters I met along the way, let's address the elephant in the room, Paimon. A lot of people find her really annoying. I've seen Reddit posts where people straight up ask for an option to remove her. When I first started playing, I didn't think much of her. She was just kinda there. I did wish there was a button to make her shut up because sometimes she'd casually upset everyone. But as time went on, I got really used to her company. It's kind of hard not to because we literally do everything together, and I eventually started picking up on how to undo her conversational damage. To sum up how I feel about her, sometimes she can be annoying, but if anything happens to her, I'm killing everyone. Now let's talk about the others. Also, major spoiler alert, if you were planning on playing the game, I put a link in the description. Go play it yourself. You can come back here any other time. I do not wish to rob you of the experience. Amber. Amber was the first humanoid I met in Teyvat. She's very energetic and friendly and passionate, but she's also so obsessed with the Knights of Favonius handbook that I suspect she reads it like a bedtime story every night. Usually, she respects the rules and tries her best to follow them, except for when it comes to one thing. Flying. This girl has had her gliding license taken away so many times that she knows how to pass the exam by heart. She's probably the sole reason they keep updating the laws behind gliding. I don't think we'd be super close, but every time I visit Mondstadt, we'd share a meal at Good Hunter and go gliding together. Kaya. Kaya fans, I am so sorry, but I do not like this man, specifically because of his flirtatious persona. People who act like this are always overcompensating for something. My money's on daddy issues, but it could also be childhood trauma. I'm not sure. I wish he had a story quest because those usually do a good job of diving deeper into the characters. But on the surface, all he's got going for himself are his looks and overconfidence. I can still tolerate his presence, but I'd rather not. Lisa. I need to clarify this. I do not have a crush on Lisa. To me, she comes off as that one friend who playfully calls you flirty names just to boost your confidence, something I desperately need in my life. We definitely get along well because of our shared love of books. If I woke up to a rainy day, I'd just head over to her place with a book, and we'd sit by the window with hot drinks reading together. That said, I don't think we'd be able to go adventuring much because Lisa does not like going outside. The sun could be shining, the birds could be singing, and she'd still say,
"Today's no good for going out."
Jean. I can relate to Jean a lot. We're both very overworked, and even just one sick day is enough for everything we're working on to fall apart. Although I don't think my career is as important as her being in charge of an entire city. We'd make plans to hang out for a day, and that day would probably never come. We'd still manage to make time for the occasional lunch, where we talk about our responsibilities and ideas. So, despite barely seeing each other, I think we'd be on good terms. D-Luke. I rarely get to see him, and every time I do, he's kicking ass. Which at first, I found really attractive, but that didn't last long because I just can't vibe with this guy. Sure, he's kinda cool, but like, why so serious? It's almost like he's allergic to smiling. On top of that, he clearly has some kind of history with Kaya, but I can't tell if they're supposed to be brothers or lovers. Someone clear that up for me, it's confusing. Albedo. Albedo and I would vibe so hard, dude. I love people who explain things with passion and excruciating detail, even if I don't fully get it, and he seems like that type of person. By nature, Albedo is super intelligent and observant. He wouldn't shy away from explaining how things work, and I'd listen with great interest. He also paints things while trying to understand them, which I think is such a lovely way to look at the world. I like to draw things close to how they look like in real life, which might come off as boring and simple, but seeing the way Albedo approaches it makes me realize that it's okay. Venti. Venti is the most carefree person/character I've ever met in my entire life. He's the type of person who would randomly show up at my door and drag me out to take the day off to see where the wind takes us. Every encounter could lead to anywhere from "wanna hear my new song" to "let's go Cossack dancing in Nodcry." Overall, we'd be good friends. But as someone who likes to spend most of their time with their ass glued to a chair, I don't think I could handle being around him for too long. Klee. I'm not good with kids, so a kid with explosives would be a literal ticking time bomb to me. That mountain is really dangerous. Okay, deleting mountain. Wait, no! And that's all the Mondstadt characters I've met so far. I'm still kind of new, so I didn't talk about everyone, because I either didn't meet them yet, or there's not really anything worth talking about. I've just started Inazuma, so let me know if you'd like to see another video like this with Liyue characters. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Anyway, it's great to be back, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.